and welcome to this episode of Life, in which I'll be exploring a new bike route called the ViaRhôna, stretching from Lake Geneva in the north all the way to the Mediterranean. So let's go and find out what's on the route. We won't be cycling the whole 800-kilometre route, but have instead chosen 2 spots to feature. We set off from the market town of Seyssel, heading down to Chana, in the foothills of the French Alps. This is a historic village. Traces of pottery have been found here dating from over 2,600 years ago. Later it became an important site for Gallo-Roman ceramic production. We popped into the museum to find out more.
So the museum is dedicated to the potters of Porto and is set in a 15th century Gothic chapel. Here you have a piece of ceramic that's quite representative of the potteries of Porto. The potters set themselves up in Chana because it's ideally located on trading crossroads. They could sell their ceramics along the Rhône and bring back from the Mediterranean jars in which we've found wine and oil and other provisions.
Thinking of provisions, there's always time for a coffee when you're cycling, and here at the Brûlerie de Chana, they roast their own. From here, the ViaRhôna wends its way south and west along the valley floor. The ViaRhôna is now part of Eurovelo, the network of long-distance international bike paths being developed across the continent. And for those who like to mix their sports, this part of France has plenty to offer, including the chance to switch from pedalling to paddling.
Right now we're in a distributary, meaning a secondary arm of the old river, which allows the environment to really blossom with all the flora and fauna, and all the wealth and diversity you can find here.
The ViaRhôna follows where the river flows, including a stretch of bike path in France's second city. Great rivers go through great cities, and here the ViaRhôna and the Rhône go right through the heart of Lyon, joining up with the Saône and then heading south towards Provence, and that's where we're going now. Our next focal point is around Montélimar. Over half the ViaRhôna is on car-free bike paths, the rest on quiet roads, so it suits all kinds of users. Among the regulars is Eric Burry, who pedals his hand bike along the path several times a week.
ViaRhôna is all about safety. It allows me to go hand biking on my own, or with friends, and it's secure. It's really peaceful.
Montélimar is famous for its nougat, and near the ViaRhôna we dropped by the Arnaud Souberon Museum and Kitchen. This family-run business produces nougat and exports all around the world, but tries to use locally sourced honey and nuts to make its nougat as authentic as possible.
We work above all with local producers, both because we think it's pretty normal. If we want honey to keep on being produced in our area, then we have to buy it. And also because we believe, with a bit of patriotism, that our honey's the best.
The ViaRhôna project is a boost to local tourism, as each cyclist who passes through the region tends to spend more time and more money as they go.
A tourist on the ViaRhôna spends a lot more than a tourist in a car. A tourist in a car spends on average 45 euros per day. A tourist cycling spends 70. So it brings business and it promotes our great region, especially the Rhône Valley.
Well, that's the end of my trip down the ViaRhôna, but like the river, the path continues through Avignon and Arles, through the Camargue and down to the Mediterranean.